Hi everybody, this is Julissa. Thank you so much everyone for coming back to my channel. Thank you to everybody who's listening right now in the podcast. It is Friday, December the 6th, 2024. I wanted to come here and speak about this incident that happened. Terrible incident that happened this week. And I know everybody is basically talking about what happened in New York City, right, with the United Healthcare CEO. And, that's also a terrible situation that happened. And there's a lot of mixed opinions regarding the shooting of this man. But there was also a shooting that happened at a school. And this is what I'm going to speak to you guys about. This actually happened in California. And right now there are two 5-year-olds in critical condition. And these two kids are in critical condition right now because they were at school this week, and this man made his way inside into the school, pretending that he was going to enroll his grandchild, only to gain access to the school and to have a meeting with the school principal, then to commit this horrendous act. And this is another example, guys, how the world is right now. It's December. Like, I don't understand what people's mindset is, right? Why would you even consider something like that? And that's just another example of how the enemy is operating in people's mind right now. And it's so crazy just to hear in the chaos that this can create in school age kids, right? Everyone that heard the gunshots, everybody that know, like the younger kids, right, that know that their classmates are in the hospital right now. And it's just, it kills the trust too of this school staff, right? Because, here comes this harmless looking man, just a regular man trying saying he wants more information about the school and how he can enroll his grandkid in it, just so that he can gain access to do something evil. That's so crazy. That's how the world is right now. We have to pray. We have to pray and fast, okay? I feel like it's gonna get worse, but not trying to bring fear into anything, but to know that as the world gets crazier and crazier, that's just us getting closer to meeting our creator. But we shouldn't be like, oh, it doesn't affect me. I'm gonna completely ignore it. If anything, we should be praying and fasting, right? Watch and pray. Pray for other people, share the gospel and things like this. So I'm gonna read to you briefly this article so that you know, in case you haven't heard about this shooting that happened at a Christian school, I believe it was. So I'm gonna read to you guys this. Like I said, the news is fully concentrated, which I'm not complaining, nothing like that, but it's fully concentrated on the shooting of this CEO. And even though, side note here, even though this shooter of the United Healthcare CEO left so many clues, I mean, the man left his backpack, the backpack was recovered, the cell phone was recovered. They have granola bars, wrappers, and water that he bought at Starbucks. They have the girl who checked him in at the hotel in New York. They have a surveillance photo of him. Yet, they know they know that he used an e-bike, which are tracked by the city of New York. There's so much on him, yet he still cannot be located. That is just so strange to me. But anyways, let me read to you guys about this incident that happened. The shooter was shot dead, by the way. The Butte County Sheriff's Office has provided more information into Wednesday's shooting at a local school. So this happened just this Wednesday, the same day that the shooting happened in New York, right? So it says here, the Butte County Sheriff's Office has provided more information into Wednesday's shooting at the local school that sent two children aged 5 and 6. I think I said earlier it was 2 5-year-olds, 5 and 6, to the hospital and resulted in the death of the shooter at the campus. How traumatizing is that, right? For children to for an adult to experience something like this, imagine the children witnessing and hearing all of this. 5 and 6-year-old to the hospital resulted in the death of the shooter at the campus. They gave a press conference saying that authorities say that at approximately 1:08 p.m. local time, they got a phone call saying that there was an active shooter at the Feather River School of the Seventh-day Adventists located on Katz Lane near Highway 70. It says here they got to the school and they say that it was 2 minutes after the call that was made, and the shooter basically took, he shot himself. I don't want to I don't know how to put it here, but you guys can understand what I mean. And I don't understand people. It's just there's a lot of people right now struggling, you guys. So if anybody's watching this and need prayer, please reach out to somebody. You can email me if you need prayer. Julissadesigns.com. It says here that both I'm sorry, I am reading it as right now. Kindergarten students aged 5 and 6 who had been shot and started their search to the campus to make sure there were no other threats. And both students were transported to local hospitals and are currently in extreme critical condition. Okay, this is so bad for the families too. You drop off your kids at school, you go to work to make a living to provide for them, and then something like this happened, and children are so vulnerable. It must have been so terrifying for them. Authorities say that once the scene was secure and enough law enforcement personnel were present, a school bus was brought to the campus and 35 students were loaded onto the bus to be transported um, to the reunification center that was set up by the Church of Nazareth in Oroville, where the students will be reunited with their loved ones. It says here that they already released the name of the shooter. I'm trying to give you a more updated version of this story. I do apologize about that. It says here the Grace Gunman who shot two kindergartners because of their school religious affiliation left behind a deranged note that revealed more about his motive. His name was Glenn Linton, 56-year-old, met with the California school principal to chat about, okay, he was, he looked like a normal person, right? Who went to meet with the school principal about enrollment this Wednesday and then started shooting. And he shot Elias Wolf, for 5 years old, and Roman Mendez 6. It's so sad just to even look at the faces of the children. Litton died of a self-inflicted gunshot. The students when at the school name is, Feather River Adventist School in Oroville, okay? The kids, they're still in critical condition. The principal described the meeting as a cordial, but not long after it ended, he was horrified to hear gunshots erupt outside his office. So this man has this meeting about enrollment and is so friendly to the principal and all of that, and just so that he can gain access to where the children were. That is so crazy. I mean, I don't understand people's mind. You're gonna have a normal conversation with somebody and pretend that you have a grandkid that you want to enroll in school, and even having conversations. I mean, I can only imagine the principal talking about the school programs and how much the children learn and all of that. Even during that conversation, there was no in him, thinking oh, maybe I shouldn't do this. This seems, maybe I shouldn't do it. There was no doubting what his original plan was. It's so crazy, you guys. So the principal said their meeting was very cordial, and then he was horrified to hear that there was somebody shooting outside. And then he left a twisted note where he raved about America's involvement with genocide and oppression of the Palestinians. He said that the heartless shootings will be a countermeasure to child he said a lot of stuff. I don't want to repeat it. Okay, now it says here, detective believe he targeted the school because it's Seventh-day Adventist, which is a Protestant Christian denomination, but it's unclear how this ties into the senseless note. He also contacted another school. So this man, this is so premeditated. He also contacted another school called Red Bluff Seventh-day Adventist School for a tour under the name Elias Michael Sanders, and can't believe this could have been an alternative target. Wow, so this man definitely targeting Christian schools. That's another alert that people need to pay attention to. Because the thing is the reason that I say that is because there's usually a lot of copycats. I mean, I hope not, right? But unfortunately, that seems to be the pattern that people use, right? And let me see here. He actually got to the school on a bus that he took at 7:46 a.m. and it's 30 minutes from the school. Wow. Towards the bathroom. So Lifton got the tour of the school and walked towards the bathroom before firing off shots. So, another mind that was consumed by the enemy, basically. Another one of those cases. It's so sad, you guys. You have to be alert. And, you always have to, like I said, praying and fasting. Right now, we can do, looking at these cases, pray for the family affected, including the victim's family and all the classmates and the staff at that school. Keep them in your prayers. But, this is another example how the enemy is, taking over people's mind right now. Nothing like God will never make you do something that's evil. Okay? Everything in God is pure and positive, pure, positive, and hopeful. So, that's how you know the enemy is trying to attack you, because he wants you to make negative decisions. So let me know, guys, what you think about this. And if you hear any news, new update, you can leave it in the comments. Thank you so much, everybody, for coming back to my channel. Have a good day, everyone. God bless.